not sure that my guest needs any introduction.
Why? Who is he?
Who is he? I have no idea. Levi, hello. Hi. Or Shazam. Should I just start?
I don't know. You can call me Shazam. No,
Yeah.
that's fine. That works too. Anybody excited for Shazam on April 5th? That is the appropriate response.
Yeah. So everyone, pretty psyched. Okay, so we'll just dive in.
Let's do it.
We can just talk, right?
We can talk. Let's talk freely.
A quiet, intimate conversation.
Yeah, just the two of us.
Yeah.
Like nobody's watching.
Nobody is watching.
So many phones. Everyone's on their phone now. Let's be present. Let's put the phones down and be present. Or do whatever you want. I don't really care.
Get your phones out.
You were like, okay, fine. Oh, okay.
You have to, if you have your phone out, yell out what hashtag you're using. No.
Hashtag. I don't even know what you're saying, but I love you.
Hashtag daddy, that's what we're going with.
Oh, hashtag daddy? Is that what I
heard?
I'll take it. Sold.
Okay.
All right, what are we talking about?
Okay, so we're gonna talk about Shazam, right?
Dude, let's talk about Shazam.
That's what everyone wants to hear us talk about, right? That's what we're into. Okay.
I don't know. I see a lot of Chuck fans out there. Oh, and some Nerd HQ fans down here. Yes, thank you. Any Nerd HQers out here? Any Nerd HQ? I love you guys. I love you. Thor, yes, also. Should I just keep dropping the rest of my resume? Let's just
do it.
You know, that Alvin and the Chipmunks was a real feather in the cap, too. Anyway, let's talk Shazam. Let's do it.
Okay. So let's talk, and we'll get there. We'll get to everything.
We'll get to
got time.
There's a lot to get to.
Okay, so let's just talk. So this movie, you're not playing a kid, but you know.
I'm playing myself.
You're playing yourself. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I'm sure most of you here are all initiated, you know, because you're all proper nerds and you get it. But for all of you, any of you who are uninitiated to the world of Captain Marvel, OG Captain Marvel, now Shazam, not to be confused with Brie Larson's Captain Marvel, which I'm sure will be a lovely movie, but not my movie. Anyway, so Shazam is essentially Billy Batson is 14. He's a foster kid. He's trying to find his family. He's got a heart of gold, like myself. And so this wizard sees in him the potential to be Earth's mightiest mortal, and he gives him the power, the magical power, to say the word Shazam and become me, essentially. So you know, it's like the movie Big meets the movie Superman, and I get to play a 14-year-old, which is very natural for me because I'm a man-child. That's the synopsis. There you go.
Oh, beautiful. So what was the process like of matching with the actor who plays younger version of you? Did you guys like talk at all, or you know, kind of what was that like?
I'm still not even sure what his name is, actually. No, it was lovely. Asher Angel is honestly, like, he's everything I wish I was when I was 14. He's like super handsome little preteen who's also like basically the next Justin Timberlake. He is a Disney star. He sings and dances and all that jazz, which actually we had in common. Like, you know, we're both very musical people, and so that was really lovely. We had a lot in common in that, and the kind of, I don't know, just kind of our spirit. But unfortunately, you know, you would hope that you would have like months and months to, you know, study each other's very gait and how the other person moves, and we had like a day. But we had some really good meetings and some rehearsals together with David Sandberg, our director, and so that kind of gave us a good, you know, kind of bedrock to start working on. And then it was really just a matter of trusting David Sandberg, you know, when he was like, hey, I need you to do it a little more like this, or telling him he needed to do it a little bit more like that. And the proof will be in the pudding. On April 5th, you will see how well we did that or not.
Yeah. So that leads me to another question. How much, if anything, like, what have you seen of the film? Have you seen?
I have seen as much as you guys have seen. I have seen a trailer, which I thought was pretty dope. Did you guys enjoy the trailer that dropped?
I know I did.
I think it pretty much captured the tone of the movie that I believe that we made. You know, it's a lot of wish fulfillment and a lot of fun and a lot of heart and a lot of levity, yeah, you know, I don't know. I don't know if anybody else felt this way, but when I was watching it, like, I was in it. And typically I hate watching myself on screen, because I don't know, we get very critical of ourselves, right? It's very difficult to even look at. Do you remember when answering machines first came around? Some of you are way too young for this, but when you first started to actually hear your recorded voice, and you were like, "Who is that schmuck? That sounds horrible. I hate the sound of that." Like, I still feel that way. I don't like the sound of my voice, and I don't like the look of my face, but which makes it very difficult to be an actor. However, when I watched the trailer, it delighted me. I felt joy. I felt the way that I felt like when I was a kid when I was watching The Goonies or something. Like there was something very adventure-y about it, and but yeah, that's the extent of what I've seen. I've not seen anything else.
Yeah, so that does feel that like levity and the comedic aspect. It feels like a little bit of a change, or it feels like it's injecting something a little bit new into DC, or like what we've come to expect from DC films. Is that something that was like on the top of your guys' minds, or like what was that like?
Well, I mean, no, not particularly. I mean, I think that with every project, you have to be true to that project, and I think what was really fortunate for us with Shazam is that it's built into the story. You can't make a movie about a 14-year-old that has a magic power to turn into a superhero and make that too dour and glum. That's a really fun, there's going to be a lot of fun and levity or just built into it. So we didn't really have to try, it just naturally came across. And, as far as the DC universe and all that is concerned, I mean, you have to do right by every character, and I think that the people who have been making these films have genuinely tried their best to do, what they could. And I think that, with Wonder Woman, we saw a lot of levity, we saw a lot of heart, because Gal Gadot just is effervescent. Like, she can't not be that. You must be a fan, sir.
Great.
So am I. Anyway, so I think that we've already seen some of that, and also, I think Justice League had some really fun and funny moments throughout that. We just happen to be a movie that has a little bit more of it's not skewed younger, it just happens to possess younger in its nature.
Yeah, like the spirit of it.
Yeah. So it just is infused with it, and I think, ultimately, I guess that, that's why I was able to get the job.
Yeah.
Because you can't take me seriously. That's really what the problem is. I'm never gonna ever win an Oscar. Anyway.
So I want to talk a little bit about the suit and also just the general hype. Obviously, you're no stranger to like projects that have a lot of hype around them. When the suit first came out, there was images of it. There were mixed reactions. What is it like? And of course now everyone is obsessed with it. Like, what is it like having so much speculation, so much hype around and for so long a project that you're involved in? Do you ever want to just flirt something out?
Leave me alone! That's what I would. No, look, I don't know. I mean, look, we're all here. We're all here. Why? I mean, for different reasons, but ultimately because we're all really passionate about these characters. We're all really passionate about these worlds. We're all really passionate about these comics, about their artists, their writers, the movies and television shows that come from them, the toys that spin off from them. We all really care a lot. I'm with you. I grew up reading and enjoying so many of these properties. So I do understand. I understand when, Captain Marvel, Shazam fans who have been waiting for a film for a long time all have an idea of what that movie is supposed to look like and feel like, and when it is not exactly what they're hoping it was going to be in their mind's eye, that can lead to a lot of passion in a negative way sometimes. And you can't please everybody, but I've often said I will at least try. I'm going to try, and in all the things that I do, I want to give care to what those things are, and I know that everyone involved in Shazam is doing the same thing. And as far as like the suit is concerned, all of the strange hubbub that happened around that, I think it's difficult when you have like an image. because it's just it's a two-dimensional. Essentially, it's kind of a two-dimensional. It's one snapshot. It's one thing.
It's actually very little information.
It's very little information.
Yeah.
And so we kind of anticipated that there were going to be people that were going to be split on that. But then I think the trailer answered a lot of questions, and it gave it a much more rounded idea of what the tone was and what the movie was. And ultimately, my character is the manifestation of a 14-year-old's idea of what a superhero is.
Yeah.
So, that's why I look so dope. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's the end of that.
Well, you were talking about the passion, fan passion, and that's something that you've always, for Shazam, hugely personally into and kind of cultivating community and all that stuff. So, how important is it? I mean, you kind of touched on it, but to please everybody, like, how much can you just sort of say, you know what, I hear you, but this is my take, and this, and you're gonna love it, trust me, like.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think you have to do right by, again, you have to do right by by the art, right by the storyline. But I think that the step that a lot of people miss, and something that I always try to curate with NerdHQ, was the conversation between the artists and the fans, because there's a lot of questions, and they're valid questions, and there's a lot of concerns, and they can be valid concerns. And I don't think that as an artist, you are just somehow immune to answering questions. I think oftentimes it's great to do that. I think it's really great to sit down. That's why I love fan Q&A so much. That's why everything at NerdHQ was not moderated. I did also because I just think it was super fun and whatever. But I like to be able to cross that boundary and say, oh, you wonder why we did it this way? Let me tell you why we did it this way. Because sometimes that's all someone needs, in order to kind of quell their concern about something. And I don't think what we should do is start as basically as write everybody off and say, well, you didn't make the movie, so shut up and it's none of your business. That is not how you foster a relationship. That's not how you tell people that, I believe you look people in the eye and you say, hey, I might disagree with you, but I'm willing to sit here, I'm willing to stand here, I'm willing to hear what you have to say, and I'm willing to take the time to have the conversation to at least try to bridge the gap. And whether that's in our crazy political world right now, or whether that's literally in Hollywood and making these characters that we love come to life, I think it's worth it. I think you're all worth it. I think it's important to have these conversations. And so at the end of the day, I think it's you can't make a movie that's going to make everybody's dream of that movie come true. Yeah. But you can make the movie you think you should make, and then you can at least try to bridge the gap and answer the questions and help to calm the concerns that people have. And I hope that we do that well with this movie, with you guys.
Sure.
Yeah.
I believe. Right now, I'm like, I would vote for you.
Yeah. That's if I ever decided to run for. All right, I'm running for president. It's fine. Let's do it.
2020.
The president of the Shriners Club. I didn't say the United States.
Oh yeah. What? Cool. So you've been to. Is it fair to say tons of cons?
No, I wouldn't say no.
Okay.
I really was only doing San Diego Comic-Con for a long time. And then last year, basically, I started to do other conventions.
Yeah.
I mean, look, to be honest, I had done one convention a long, long time ago in Birmingham, England. Is anybody here that was at that con? There's one person in the back? No way! All right. Did you march with us to Subway? Did I make you a sandwich? It was fucking great, wasn't it? It was super fun. So that was a fun experience, but to be honest, like the only thing I had done that was con-worthy to be, charging for autographs and pictures was Chuck at that point, and I didn't feel like that was enough to go and charge people or whatever. It just didn't, for me, it didn't feel right. And then after I had more of a career, and I had Tangled, and I did Thor, and Heroes Reborn, and I had enough things then where I was like, I think I'll go try and do conventions, and I want to go spend more time with the fans and go figure all this stuff out. So really, it was just last year, I think it was last year at Salt Lake Comic-Con at FanX when I kind of started doing all this. And it's been really lovely, and I've gotten to go to quite a few now, but there are people who have done literally every convention in the world. Nathan Fillion has probably been to every. Don't cheer him on. Don't cheer. No. Go watch The Rookie.
So, you mentioned Tangled. Which is more of a challenge for you to prep for? Something that is super action heavy, like stunts, actions, like Shazam, or something, or a musical? Equally challenging, different.
Oh no! Musicals are by far the most intense thing you have to prep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to learn all the songs, you got to learn all the choreography, and on top of just all the acting and movement on stage and everything else.
Yeah.
And it's a really gnarly, keeping your voice in a place where you can actually sing 8 shows a week. Everyone warned me that had done Broadway prior to me doing Broadway. Like, it was without fail, I would tell people, yeah, I'm going to go do a Broadway show. And they're like, yo, 8 shows a week is no joke. Like, 8 shows a week is no joke. Like, the look in their eyes, they get really, it's like, turn back now, turn back while you can. It was super intense. I was like, I got it. So then I did my first Broadway show, and then anytime someone came to me and said, hey, I was thinking about doing Broadway, I was like, it's really intense, it's 8 shows a week. Like, I became one of them. Because it is, it's really no joke. You don't know what that's like until you do it, like most things, I guess.
Yeah.
So I would say that's probably the most intense. Although, for Shazam, I mean, I've been in the gym 6 days a week for a year now and eating tons of. Thank you. I'm still working on it, guys. Listen, I'm trying to get Hemsworth big, okay? I woke up today. I was telling somebody at my table. I woke up today. I was actually having I think this is something pertinent to talk about. Because I've been on this real kick. Like, in the last year, I've gone through, like, really intensive therapy and a lot of self-work, and I can't recommend therapy enough. If you haven't gone to therapy, if you're going through anything in your life, anything personal, anything, go find a great therapist. Go talk through this stuff. It's super important. Go and treat yourself. It's literally some of the best self-love you could ever do. And I've been really working through a lot of that stuff. And going to the gym and just and all that. I think it's very important. But girls, you guys have had this comparison game. Looking, walking by any newsstand and all the magazines and all the, look at all the girls and out there, they're all looking so perfect and they've all been photoshopped and whatever the hell's been going on. That's got to be, I get it. It's so not okay. It's so, and comparison is the thief of joy. Don't ever forget that. Like, it will rob us of our joy. But don't think the guys don't have it too. And the reason I'm getting to that is because as much as I feel good in my life right now and I can't wait for Shazam and all that, I woke up today and literally, I follow Hemsworth and a bunch of other people on Instagram, and Hemsworth, I don't know if you guys follow it, he posts a video today of like, just, I go to the, just a long time. I was going to the gym, because he does it all the time. Good-looking bastard. Anyway, he literally has this cool, like, jazz kind of music, and it's him shirtless, just getting shredded in a gym. And I'm looking at all that, and it's like, and I've been working out for a year, and I wanted to be like,
yeah.
Because we compare ourselves too. Even God, I'm in that. I was one of his Asgardian buddies, and I still feel like I'll never get there. And we gotta be patient with ourselves, and we gotta love ourselves. I don't know how I got into this. Why did I get onto this? Anyway, you know what? It doesn't matter why I got it. Go love yourselves. If I leave you guys with anything that we talked about today, go see Shazam. But if I leave you with 2 things, love yourself. Love yourself all the way to the movie theater. Love yourself all the way back from the movie theater. Don't stop loving yourself. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of every ounce of that love. You are alive. Therefore, you are worthy of your life. Don't ever forget it, okay?
Well, okay. That's amazing. And you've given me the segue of all segues, because we're going to play a game called Youpedia. So,
Called what?
Youpedia.
Youpedia.
It's all about you. We're going to see how you know yourself.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so these are facts that were on your Wikipedia page. We're going to see if you know the answers to the questions.
I mean, I don't know that we can call anything on a Wikipedia page a fact.
Yeah, as if it's coming out of my mouth.
Necessarily, but we'll try.
It's on your Wikipedia page. So, do you remember how many points the MVP of the 2011 NBA Celebrity All-Star Basketball Game scored? You played in this game.
How many points the lead scorer got?
Yeah.
I feel like that was Terrell Owens. Am I wrong?
You're so close. It was Justin Bieber.
No, Justin didn't get the most points.
Wait, it says he was MVP. He scored 8 points.
Oh, I think he got 8 points. See how I just tricked her to tell me the answer? Wait, he was the... Oh, for crying in the night. Oh, good for you, Justin.
All right.
Glad you got that. 8 points, was it?
8 points.
Why is that on my Wikipedia page? That has literally nothing to do with it.
I don't know. This also could be a Wikipedia fact. We don't know.
Sure, okay. Fake news, okay.
Yeah, it could be fake news. Okay. So according to IMDb,
it's IMDb, we call it in the business.
IMDb. According to, actually, no, I'm gonna skip this one. I have one. What is the cover date and issue number for the first appearance of Shazam and Captain Marvel? I know.
It's comics number 2. 1949. I don't know the month.
I know it was. Well,
was it 48? No.
Does anyone know?
It was Wiz Comics 2.
It was Wiz Comics 2.
1949, wasn't it? Oh, 1939 is what I meant. I actually did mean that. I did mean that.
Yes,
1939. I just got the 4 and the 35.
That's what I heard.
I messed up.
Yeah.
I did mean that. I know that.
Okay, so my card says 1940, but again,
no, that's
I think it's wrong.
I know that's
I
wrong.
honestly
that's
think
wrong.
it's wrong. Yeah,
because we came out, as if I was there when it happened. What if I was?
What a reveal! What a scoop!
What if I was Dorian Gray? And I wouldn't have any of this salt right here. All right, next question.
Okay. So let me go back.
Going back.
Yeah, going back. Rewind. All right. Who was the other guest the second time you did the Tonight Show with Jay Leno?
Was that also Justin Bieber?
Yes, it was.
Me and Justin are like, our fates are intertwined.
Yeah.
So, anyway, he's like my bestie. Anyway, forget it.
Okay. Last one.
The answer's going to be Justin Bieber.
You know what? I can't say.
What's the next question?
According to IMDb, name 2 other cast members of your first credit 2001's untitled Cisco project.
Well, Jennifer Morrison was in that with me, and so was Kenan Thompson, and so was Bob Newhart.
Yeah.
Guys, it was the weirdest. It was the weirdest pilot. It never was going to see the light of day. They wanted to make like a new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, essentially, and so remember Cisco, the thong song Cisco? Oh yeah. So it was literally Cisco played. A peanut vendor at Camden Yards in Baltimore who like caught a foul ball and started to just like save a little girl's life and falls off the railing and is holding on and the cameras get the whole thing. Just stay, it gets better. And so he becomes like this celebrity. And then I play some agent who's, by the way, my character didn't start as his agent. I was first his buddy who was like a doctor, then I was a dentist, and then I became his agent. This is Hollywood for you. And then he and his cousin, who played by Kenan Thompson, moved to LA because Hollywood wants to give him a TV deal. So Cisco, the peanut vendor from Camden Yards, ends up in a sitcom with Bob Newhart playing himself in a sitcom. Guys, it was so meta. How did it not end up on television? I don't know what to say. It was crazy.
I watch it. Okay, so I believe if I'm keeping track, which I'm not, you 4-4.
I think I got almost correct. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for talking with us. Everybody, like you were saying, Shazam. Go see it, vote, and I'm going to say it, vote for Zach 2020 President of the Trend.
And go vote and be voters and be involved in this country and be involved in making the world a better place. God bless you guys. Thank you so much. I love you.